This sounded like the kind of non-fiction I needed in my life. Bookshops were visited. Books were acquired. It looks like Lucy has taken my position as a weekend vlogger here. Lucy, what's happening? What's happening? Hello! And welcome to another bookish video from me, Johanna, me, my dog and books. It's another weekend reading vlog. It's early morning. The sun, oh, don't look at my face. The sun is kind of up. It's, I say early morning, I've been awake for about, excuse the bedhead. I'm making myself coffee. Oh, I need to get a better camera at some point in my life. Can't afford one yet. But with this on. I'm making coffee. So, I'm having morning coffee. Don't judge the top of the half calf, half decaf. And I'm going to take this up to bed, read for a bit. And then today's plans are, I need to go to the optician again, but it's my contact lens check. Then I need to pick up some gifts for my friend's birthday, which may involve a book or two, so I'll take you along there. And then literally a day of chores and cosy reading at home. But tomorrow I have a bookish day out with two book friends, taking you to Glasgow City Centre and the West End. So there's a big bookish day out coming tomorrow, and then I'll catch up with you on everything that happens in and anything if a haul. Anyway, spend the weekend with me once again. I'm always roasting when I do my hair, as you can tell by my face. It's actually quite a cold day, that's why I have my thermals, so I'm going to put my jumper on, put moisturiser on my face, and then get some chores done. But I'll let you know what audiobook I've been listening to. So I went for a run, went to the opticians because they were checking my contact lenses. I need stronger contact lenses, unsurprisingly. Then went and got my friend's birthday present. I'm seeing her on Monday. Then came back, had a bath, a read. Now I'm just getting myself ready. I'm absolutely exhausted. And now I need to do chores, but I'll do it listening to an audiobook. Still got a bright red face from the bath, but I'm about to hoover, guys. I'm going to hoover, so you're going to probably move. Lucy doesn't like the hoover. Patty doesn't care. But I've got my headphones on because I'm going to listen to I Was a Teenage Slasher, which was Stephen Graham Jones' latest one. We followed Tolly. He's 17, good kid with potential, with more potential than application. Exists on the outskirts with his best friend Amber. They navigate the hellscape of teenage social scenes, so it's set in like the late 80s, sticking together in a place that doesn't know how to be different. But when they go to a fateful party, a party that ends in a series of gruesome, brutal and extravagant murders, Tolly's world is flipped upside down because some slashers are born in violence and retribution, and some were born that way. And some were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm about maybe a third through this and really enjoying it. I do love Stephen Graham Jones's writing. Not for everyone, but I'm really enjoying this. So it's time for hoovering while my soup is a simmering. the hoovering is all done. And now I'm just going to clean the bathrooms, something I hate doing. But audiobooks make chores much more bearable. I made my soup. I made Scotch broth. I've just had some of it there. So the other half can have some when it comes in from Padel. And I am now making, this is just leftover bits, scrappy veg. Now I am making cauliflower potato madras, because that's one of the other half's favourite curries. I'm just going to put it in the slow cooker, so I don't need to bother about it. When I slow cooker veg, it doesn't take long, but if I'm slow cooking like dry beans or anything like that, it takes a bit longer. So let's get that ready. This is Saturday night here. Party's just chilling. Got a quiz show on. I'm reading The Wedding People. She had been doing that for about 10 minutes, but now stopped, I think.
She had to Vaseline herself in every... You read off the card that she landed in your lap. Correct. Would not crash through your torso. The sentence may be a tad exaggerated and probably should have read, I briefly dated a girl that I met online. When I told the producers, they said, can we just... Can she be fired from a cannon?
Hello, it's Sunday. I'm walked the dogs. I'm actually dressed. Still got my slippers on because I'm taking you on a bookish day out to Glasgow with some of my bookster buddies. But first, I wanted to tell you about this. I finished I Was a Teenage Slasher by Stephen Graham Jones. He is the author who wrote My Heart is a Chainsaw, which is part of the Indian Lake trilogy. What else has he written? Those are the main ones he's written that I've enjoyed. This was an interesting tale. It feels, like it says here, a bloody love letter to slasher fans. It's everything I ever knew I needed in a horror novel. Chilling, captivating and thought-provoking. Like Stephen's writing, it's
pretty poetic, and I'm still percolating my thoughts, so I might have to come back to you. I did really enjoy it, didn't love it, really enjoyed it. Did I love it? I think I might, because towards the end I'm kind of warming to the character again, so I'll come back to you on this, because I can't articulate, maybe not had enough, what's the word, breakfasts. Anyway, I've also started this Half Arse Human, how to build life better without burning out. In a world of growing to-do lists, impossible inboxes and all the information in the known universe at your fingertips, it is easy to forget that you're not meant to be superhuman, just human. Enter the Half Arse method to get you to where you need to be so you can whole arse what really matters. So Leena Norman is a YouTuber. I think this is their first book. I only discovered Leena like this year thanks to Lauren and the books. And this sounded like the kind of non-fiction I needed in my life, so I've just started it. I'm early days and I'm already liking the vibes, but also this cover, look at it, looks like it's what's the word, not cross-stitched, embroidered. So I'll keep you posted on that. Anyway, my arm's getting sore holding you up, so I'll come back to you on that one, the I Was a Teenage Slasher and The Wedding People. But first I need to get myself ready and in the car to go to Glasgow. So we're going to meet my friend Rachel and Cheryl, and we're taking you to Glasgow city centre, some bookish places, and then to the West End. So come on. Who's into this? I'll take one or two. Last time we just know I had as well. Aye. You always find you go to people, do you know? And you're like, what's I know, it's what's the handle. I'm going to ask you to do a wee wave. Going to wave? Wee wave? Go wave, Rachel. Go to wave. I'm not ready, but I probably have this. Really? There's the motion. Yes, It's too cute. Oh, look at the Stephen King ones. Oh, that's one that I keep seeing a TV poster for. That's Robert Pattinson, isn't it? There's Paris.
Why?
It's so good. I've read it twice. There it is. Signed.
Was it?
It's glittery.
There's one that like is quite past it.
Well, what a day. Wasn't it, Lucy? She wasn't there. Can you see her? Look at the mess of I've got washing on my bed to put away. Well, I'm here to show you my haul. Bookshops were visited. Books were acquired. I'm mostly second hand, but I did get a couple of new ones, I think. Anyway, let's oh, and I got a Halloween DVD. Right. I need to get these forward. And the lovely Cheryl that was with got us a wee gift. And I got some second-hand books from my friends. A haul has happened. So this one here was from my friend Cheryl, who I was with, who was getting rid of this one and this one, both of which I've not read. This is called The Game by Scott Kershaw. To save a life you have to play. The person you love most is in danger. If you lose, your loved one will die. Welcome to the game you've just started playing. Sounded like a good thriller. And then this one I picked up because I'd heard of the author. Now, I can't remember if I've read The Whisper Man. I think I have. I can't remember. And then this one's called The Half-Burnt House. It says, it begins with the house and a body. For years, Alan has lived as a recluse in the remains of a derelict mansion that once belonged to a serial killer. Now he's been stabbed to death in his own bed. That there is the story. Then, first again, this one, my other friend Rachel gave me, which is an old sort of proof, I think. Yeah, it came out in the summer of 2023. It says, when it comes to bad men, there's only one choice. Or kill. It's called Bad Men. Actually, that is not the title. I couldn't resist the cover. It says, my name is Safi Huntley Oliver and I kill bad men. It's also floppy. It's a floppy, like, mass paperback. Then, my charity shop buys were these. I found a really old version. I said, I don't know when this one was from Oxfam. And I've never read, when was this one? This is published in 2006, but it was obviously originally published in 1996, and it is Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. I can never pronounce his second name. I love the movie. I love the soundtrack. I think I might own the movie on DVD, I can't remember. Never read the book. I hear good things, so here for that. Receipt. Then there's a book that I have out from the library and I keep meaning to read it, but it's a big hardback, so like just picking it up's a bit of a pain. So I saw this in Oxfam as well. It's Fabulosa, the story of Polari, Britain's secret gay language. So Polari is a language that was used the first half of the 20th century. Polari offered its speakers a degree of public camouflage and a means of identification. Paul Baker describes Polari's origins in its linguistics, nuts and bolts, and the ways and environments in which it was spoken. Also says it's quite funny. Richly evocative and entertaining. So it means I can return the big hardback and I can read this one. Here's a riot. It literally is blown away, blown everywhere, and now look like the wild man of Borneo. Then always, is it wild man, wild woman? Don't know. Always keep an eye out in the, what do we call it? Charity shops for horror DVDs. Look what I found! This second Halloween. I own Halloween on DVD, and this one I didn't. And now I do. Michael Myers is back. Then this one I got with my Waterstones credits. It's I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Harpman. Now, one of my friends on Bookstagram and a few others have read this. This cover does nothing for me. Like, unless I'd heard people speak about this book, I would not have picked it up, because in my opinion it's very dull. Not everybody's, my opinion counts for nothing, but I'm just like, meh. Anyway, this is a very short book, so I have heard that I've tried to avoid many reviews other than people saying, wow, this book's amazing, or other such things. All I know and all I'm going to read is the first sentence of the synopsis, which is, deep underground, 39 women live imprisoned in a cage. That's all I need to know. If you've read this, let me know. I got it from Waterstones with my credits, so it's technically a free book. So that there, look at that. I feel quite chuffed. Oh, and I've not showed you what my lovely friend Cheryl got me. She got me and Rachel a little gift bag. So she got me a book from my wish list, which was The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. I can't remember why I've probably put it on my wish list because I've seen other people talk about it. It says, there's no such thing as the perfect stranger. With his flight delayed, Ted meets Lily, a magnetic stranger in an airport bar. Airport bar. I was about to say bar. So airport bar. After too many martinis, he confesses his darkest secrets about his wife's infidelity, and now he wishes her dead. Without missing a beat, Lily offers to help him carry out the task. Oh, I did not know that's what it was about, so this sounds good. Alongside that, this literally is the sweetest. Got some tabbing stickers, and wait, you see these? Absolutely gorgeous stickers. Which I'm like, where am I going to put it? It's like so many books. I love stickers. I love bookish stickers. Books are better than a book. Oh, very autumnal looking. Reading makes me happy. Books and coffee. Oh, these. Go away, I'm reading. Oh, there's just so many. I need to get one of those Kindle things. Is it? I love my own Kindle cover because it covers the screen as well. And then, wait, you see this? It's so cute. Oh, my hair. Honestly, it's wild. It says, you paused here. And it's got a little dog one. And a little paw print. How cute is that? What do you think of that, Lucy? Oh, what do you think of that? It's lovely, isn't it? Is that a paw print for you? She loves it. She loves it. Totally adores. I put it in my wee. I'm going to keep it in this because it's very special. And I'll be thinking of places to put my. Oh, you're still down there. I'll be thinking of places to put my sticker. Stickers. So many good ones. Look at this one. Look at this. Reading is my jam. Anyway, sorry, I should show you the proper stack. This is all the books I got. One, two, there's TV, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well done, me. Not that I need any more books, but that is not the point, because, oh, look at Lucy. And came home to my abominable book subscription, which technically it wasn't due till tomorrow. Right, so this is my horror book subscription that I get every month. It's a UK subscription. And I get 2 new books and a second-hand horror or thriller. This is the second-hand one. It's always got like a, what do you call them things? Stamp thing. There's a name for it. And here, ooh, here are the 2 new books I've got in plate. Oh, Listen to Your Sister by Neva Viel and Red Rabbit by Alex Grecian. Saddle up, it's going to be a bloody ride. Although it looks like it's got cowboy vibes. No offence if you love cowboy westerns, but I don't. And then I've got like boilerplate signed copy. So this one, oh, it starts wonderfully weird and inventive, as affecting as it is thought-provoking. So it's a debut. So it says 25-year-old Calla Williams is struggling since becoming guardian to her brother Jamie. Calla is overwhelmed and tired of being one who makes sacrifices, keep the family together. Jamie, full of good-natured 16-year-old recklessness, is usually off fighting for what matters to him or getting into mischief, often at the same time. Dre, their brother, promised he would help raise Jamie, but now the ink is dry on the paperwork and it's classic middle child fashion. He's off doing his own thing, and through it all, the nightmare never stops haunting Calla. Recurring images of her brothers dying that she is powerless to stop. Interesting. Now this one, it says a riotous Boschian. I don't know what that means. Gunslinging marvel. Sadie Grace is wanted for witchcraft, dead or alive. I think I'm kind of sold. Every hired gun in Kansas is out to collect the bounty on her head, including bona fide witch hunter Old Tom and his mysterious mute ward Rabbit. On the road to Bourbon County, they're joined by 2 vagabond cowboys with strong sense of adventure but no sense of purpose. And recently widowed school teacher with nothing left to lose. As her posse grows, so too does the danger. Racing along the drought-stricken plains in a stolen red stagecoach, they encounter monsters more wicked than witches lurking along the dusty trail, but the crew is determined to get that bounty or die trying. It's an epic, sometimes brutal, sometimes tender, impossible to put down book, apparently. So, 2 new books to add to this. Oh, and then there's the second hand one, and I normally need a wee pair of scissors. And obviously, because it's second hand, everyone that gets the subscription gets a different, like, second hand one. And this one, oh, I've never read this. Dark Game by Rachel Lynch.
Die Kelly Porter, Book 1. When the stakes are high, deadly prices are paid. Beneath the veneer of a sleepy northern town lies a dangerous underworld. After a scandal forces D.I. Kelly Porter out of the Met, she returns to her home turf in the Lake District and begins to work on a cold case that shocked the local community: the abduction and brutal murder of a 10-year-old girl. A taut and gripping debut of a rising star in British crime fiction. Oh, I wonder when this came out. They clearly have written quite a few since then. So this has been out for a bit. 2018, I think. Yeah. Has anyone read this? Let me know. So the pile has got bigger. Oh, the pile has got bigger. I can't complain. I can't complain. So I am pretty. Oh no, actually, missed that. Here it is. The pile has got bigger. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 10 books. I really should start reading my books. Anyway, a lovely gift bag. So keep that. And I am now going to get into my pages, have a wee cup of tea. Like my mug. I like to party, and by party I mean read books. Did I just drop that? I don't know. Anyway, we've got Roybus. I had a grand day out, a bit like Wallace and Gromit. Oh, but my back is killing me. I don't know why. My back is killing me. Probably because I've got bad posture. And I'm knackered. I was knackered yesterday, right enough, and I had a late night to bed for me. Lucy looks kind of knackered as well. She's not flinched. So I'm going to put this away, get into my jammies, and then sit and read. I'm having leftover curry for dinner, so at least I don't need to cook. So that'll be nice. And I'll check in later. It's the end of another weekend reading vlog, and I hope you've enjoyed spending time with me and my bookish friends and the pups who are tiptoeing around, as you can hear. So I've came on to talk to you about the 3 books that I've managed, no, 2 books I've managed to finish and one I'm halfway through this weekend. So as I mentioned, I finished I Was a Teenage Slasher by Stephen Graham Jones. It looks like Lucy has taken my position as a weekend vlogger here. Lucy, what's happening? What's happening? I think you now need to... She always gets teary eyes. Now come on, come on. You're gonna let me out. Let me in. Just working with it. I'm just going with it. I've got myself, if you can see the steam, I've just made myself an Indian chai cuppa as I talk to you about these books. Lucy's decided she's taken up most of the chair, so I've got, I'm half on it. Or she's going to sit on my lap, which will be interesting. Let's see how this goes. Anyway, I think this was the book after Stephen Graham Jones wrote the Indian Lake trilogy, which is My Heart is a Chainsaw, Don't Fear the Reaper, and Angel of Indian Lake. And so this one follows the kind of story of what's set in the 80s, 1989 or something like that. And Tolly is the main character, and you watch his, as a teenager, you watch him evolve from a teenage boy into a slasher. And his small friendship group around that, and let's see, focus, and I'm slightly in awe of the fact that Stephen Graham Jones can write this story about a teenage boy who becomes a teenage slasher in a very emotive way, and how you can actually feel for that boy. I don't want to say much more about it other than
it's really unconventional, unique, and I mean, there is the slasher element, so you've got the gore, and you know, pretty heartfelt. So if that sounds up your street, definitely check it out. He's got a new one coming out either, well, I can't remember the months, kind of late spring, early summer maybe, called The Buffalo Hunter. So I'm kind of intrigued by that, but yeah, another good one. I'm swithering, but I'm thinking about 4 stars. Then I've literally devoured this. Half Arse Human by Leena Norms. And she talks about, as I mentioned previously, just how to like half arse most stuff. So like things about exercise, your home, your style, clothing, all of that stuff that everybody and their what they eat, or whether they're vegan or not, and all the pressure everybody puts on themselves to be 100% amazing. And as she says, whole arse everything all of the time, not possible. So she says in the back here, and there's actually some nice like drawings and stuff in here that she makes reference to. Oh, found one there. So this is when she's talking about exercise. She's got like a bit of a word cloud of like, it could just be moving around or sauntering or prancing around your living room. And she talks about things like food. Like I like this to do, right? We all have to do, like, well, a lot of us, I'm terrible, have a to-do list and work. Lucy, this is, come on, take you down. You'll get more comfy if you're down. And I don't have to be hanging off the chair. So we all have to-do lists for, and this one here is like to do food, make some, career, do I have to, style, get dressed first, health, this would be nice, home, more cushions, and hope, yes please. And it says, in a world of growing to-do lists and possible inboxes and all the information in the known universe at your fingertips, it's easy to forget that you're not meant to be superhuman, just human. Enter the half arse method to get you where you need to be, so you can whole arse what really matters. And that might be just having a level of sanity in your life, or not feeling like you're just run ragged all the time. She has little bits here. So this one says, does it need doing? No. Yes. Can someone get rich quick from it? Yes. No. Job and money for you? Maybe. Sorry, please select one. Low wages, do it in your own time. She talks about how none of us really have, most of us, right? None of us have the perfect job. None of us have. Lucy, leave it alone. That's Patty. Getting grumpy at Lucy. I think Lucy wants to play and Patty's like, nah. Guys, just talk it out, shake it off. And I just really enjoyed this. Leena Norm is, where she is there, a YouTuber, poet, vlogger, presenter. She has amassed over 24 million views on her YouTube channel, and named Book Vlogger of the Year by London Book Fair in 2020. Leena has been named an unofficial YouTube Creator for Change for her online campaigning, and has collaborated with the European Commission, historic royal palaces, and yada yada yada. In 2022, Leena published her debut poetry collection, Bargain Bin Rom-Com. So this is obviously, so that was a poetry collection, this is her first novel, and also I love the cover. And I got loads from this. This is the only self-help book that will tell you to give up, except you don't need to give up, do you? Because you didn't start. Me neither. I really, if any of what I've just spoke about with regards to Leena's book piques your interest, definitely check it out. It's only just out. I think it came out in January, or maybe it was just the end of the year. It says 2024. By John Murray Press, and I really enjoyed it. It's the kind of book I would recommend to others who feel like they're not bossing at life, because guess what, we don't need to. And you know, I just poured this before I sat down to talk to you, and it was biling. 8 minutes later it's cooled down enough for me to have a wee sook. That's nice. This afternoon, so it's Monday, so technically the last day of my weekend, because I don't work Mondays, and I've been up, posted some books to people, and been to the pharmacy to pick up some of my medication, then popped round to my friend's to see her because it was her birthday on Friday, so I dropped off her present, and she took me a wee tutor around some charity shops there, and guess what, it's the first time, because I was with her and it was her birthday, she doesn't want to be on camera and stuff, I didn't take my phone out or shoot anything, I like film anything, but I didn't buy anything. And well, it's like day before my payday today, and I'm skint. Even though like yesterday when I was out with my bookish friend, only bought like 1 or 2 second-hand books I think, and then the other book I got on my Waterstones credit anyway. I think just life costs have caught up with me, so I have indulged in quite a lot of pre-orders and new books and stuff recently, so I think I just need to rein it in. It doesn't mean we won't go to charity shops, and it doesn't mean we won't go to bookshops. I'll just be much more considered, because I need to rein it in. I'm not made of money, unfortunately. And I work in public sector, so you know, I don't get well paid, but I'm paid well enough to be able to keep a cosy, warm house over my head and 2 pups who cost me a fortune. And I've got good access to libraries, so I should not complain. I'm not complaining, other than I need to stop just splurging. And I know I'm not a big, like, I can splurge in some stuff, but then recently I had to buy a new Hoover because I broke the other one. I need to pay for a new fence. We're still paying for a holiday. Bought a wee DVD player. I mean, it was only £40, but still it's £40. And food. Every time I do a food shop, goodness me guys, like I don't know how people who have got kids can actually afford that right now. The reality is probably not. Loads of people can. So I always want you to think that when I'm going around charity shops and looking, even if I don't buy anything, or see when I do, like I just don't want to encourage overconsumption of things. But other than if you're privileged enough to have money that you can spend on things that make you joy, give you joy. For me, that's books and cosy hobbies and my ducks, and sometimes clothes from the charity shop. But the reality is I've got plenty now. If you saw many videos ago, actually at the start of the year, I did a big unhauling of stuff from my wardrobe. And what I don't need to do is re-haul from the charity shops to get myself in the same position. In saying that, if you are going to buy stuff, second-hand recycling is always good. And I've got plenty of books, as you can see, from my bookshelves. And actually, if you've watched my February reading wrap-up and my March hopefuls, which I'll put here so you can watch it, which would have gone out just before this one, I've got hundreds of books in that box of books that I've not read that I should be reading. So, you know, I'm basically talking myself out of going out every weekend to bookshops and charity shops and spending money. Doesn't mean we can't go looking, and we just be considered. Do we need it? Will it make me happy? The reality is, next weekend, what have we got on? I don't think anything. I might be working one of the afternoons. I can't remember. I'll need to check my phone. And currently I'm speaking to you on it. So a quiet one, I think, because I did a lot of chores on Saturday. I was rushing around, did a run, went for a bath, did chores, and honestly, I made soup, made dinner, and then, yes, but it was all nice things. And then yesterday, a lovely long bookish day out with my friends, but I was exhausted. I think I'm getting to the age where my social battery is like runs out really quickly. Like it wiped me, and then this morning I had to go around and get stuff, go and see my friend, which was lovely, but exhausted again. So me and the other half, other than in the evening when I'm normally knackered and falling asleep on the couch, haven't really had much time together this weekend. So we're going to go, he's working just now and he'll be finishing in about half an hour, and we're going to go to the cinema. We're going to go and see The Monkey, which is a new horror film that is based on one of Stephen King's short stories. I think it's supposed to be an epic slasher, 90 minutes, perfect horror, perfect movie timing. So we're going to go and watch that. It's basically about a monkey, like one of those monkeys with the, you know, the symbols, and the main character's like I think his grand dies or something like that, and he remembers this toy and he goes and gets the toy. But the thing is with this toy, if you come in contact, or it's basically a bit Final Destination in that certain, like a connection with this toy basically means you're going to come to a pretty brutal death. So I'm looking forward to that this afternoon. Then I'll come back and I'll make an easy dinner. I'll make pasta and penne arrabbiata with basil, because I've got some basil there to do. I still need to do an online food shop, haven't done that yet. But I asked OH, but I think he forgot, he's got the worst memory, to get my little plastic greenhouse down from the attic so I could put it outside. So if the weather is dry next weekend, we'll do that, so I can get my trees and get seeds so I can grow flowers for putting in my pots. I don't really do vegetables because I'm not very good at it, but last year I left it too late for growing flowers. I didn't leave it too late. Well, it was a mixture of left it too late and also wasn't very good at it. So this is year 2, let's give it a go, since I'm going to have to pay for a big new fence. And so if I can grow my own wee plants, it is a sense of achievement, plus it will make my garden look nice. But let me show you something that's kind of related. Now, as Leena Norm says in this book, she talks about direction about home and like how everybody's like, we're forced into overconsumption about cushions and candles and like having the perfect, right? My home is an eclectic mix of secondhand and IKEA, pretty much. And actually mostly secondhand. Even that couch there, bought secondhand off of somebody that I used to know on, there's this Facebook group I used to be on, which was Scottish West Coast Beagles. And a lovely lady there who had 2 beagles. And so I knew her from some of the beagle walks, and she was getting rid of her couch. We bought it. It was years ago. And that to her was there, 40 quid from Gumtree. And to be honest, the other one, the patchwork, anyway, you don't need to know about my furniture. Long story short is, we get told that to have the perfect home, we have to have things. And plants, like plants did a big boom during the COVID times, because, you know, great outdoors, we had to bring it all in. We had to be in touch with nature. And so what I didn't realise when she was talking about it, she was talking about, as with like the overproduction of certain things, like factory farming meat and things like that, irrespective of, you know, whether you eat meat or not, the way we produce it is just like not great for anyone, right? But imagine that kind of production process for plants, and I never thought about that, like how we mass produce plants and how environmentally it's not great, both for the production and then the distribution. So I was like, oh my god, I was one of those people. Not that I don't feel guilty about it now, because I kind of gave up. I was one of those people that signed up for a plant subscription during the COVID time, and I gave up after a while because I ended up with so many plants that I wasn't very good at keeping them alive. And there's a core few plants in this house that I can keep alive. Anyway, she was talking about, if you find plants, I mean, great if you love them, you can afford them, and you're great at looking after them. Fantastic. I have a select few of plants that I'm actually able to keep alive. Like this one. I can't remember what this is called. It's not a peace lily, but it's close to the peace lily. Oh. If someone knows, let me know, because I've got my peace lily over there that actually only flowers once every about 4 years or something. But this one I've bought for other people, and I have another one up in the back bedroom because I've managed to keep that alive and it still flowers all year round. So, propagation. She's told us to propagate the plants. You all ready? So I've got a curtain. I've put it in my glass. Apparently I just need to leave this for a few weeks and that will happen. And then I've got a money plant at the front door in the porch. So I've put 2 money plant leaves there. So let's see how these get on. Yes, as you can see, I'm just using glasses and I don't plan on drinking champagne anytime soon. And also, an oldie but a goodie, spider plant. And actually I've got a spider plant in the bathroom that had 2 of these hanging off. Oh, and so that's me going to be putting these, they're up on my windowsill. That actually looks like it's got a hairstyle, doesn't it? It's quite cool. So let's check in these if I remember. If not, next week. I was hoping every weekend reading vlog to see how they're getting on, because if I can get babies out of these, I can get more plants that I know I can keep alive. And that's the better way for the environment and my pocket, to be honest. So yeah, that was a random chat about books and plants and furniture there as I talk about home and all the likes. But before I finish, I am currently reading this, and if I remember next weekend, because I'll tell you what I think about it. So far, really enjoying it. Halfway through, such a fun read, and it is overdue at the library, so I really want to get it finished this week, then take it back to the library. So I'll tell you about it either way in a video very soon. Hopefully the next week's reading vlog. Anyway, next weekend, let's stay in, get cosy, and maybe potter about the garden. Maybe bake. I have not baked for a while. So all these things I'm having in my brain about things that I need to do, or not need to do, want to do. And hopefully that'll be next weekend. But you can let me know if there's anything else you want me to do, to chat to you about, to make videos about, let me know. And as always, thank you for watching, for liking, and if you don't already, please do subscribe. It makes such a difference, and it just makes me so happy for anyone that watches or likes or comments or anything. If you don't know what to say, give me a cup of coffee or a teapot emoji in the comments, and we'll keep chatting. Until then, until another video, happy reading and see you soon. Bye!